We bring you the latest updates from the Pna Newsroom. The National Task Force to End Local Communist Armed Conflict, or NTF-ELCAC, renews its call to the public to continue pursuing the path to lasting peace. This came following the death of 83-year-old Jose Maria Sison, founder of the Communist Party of the Philippines. NTF-ELCAC Secretariat Executive Director Emmanuel Salamat said they remain focused on pursuing the whole-of-nation approach in defeating communist terrorist groups and obtaining peace throughout the country. In a news release, Salamat urged the public to continue discouraging those who follow the ideology of pursuing political change and national well-being through violence. He urged peace advocates and stakeholders to take the opportunity to serve conflict-affected and vulnerable communities with passion and commitment. Meanwhile, the Office of the Presidential Advisor on Peace, Reconciliation and Unity said it hopes Sison's death will put an end to the local communist insurgency, which has stalled the development in the countryside. OPAPRU Chief Carlito Galvez Jr. said that with President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.'s banner of unity, the government shall work to sustain and build on its gains under the peace process. He called upon the remaining rebels to return to the fold of the law and start anew by joining mainstream society. Sison, who was in self-exile in the Netherlands, died on Friday after 2 weeks of confinement at the hospital. Sison's death came as the CPP is marking its 54th foundation anniversary on December 26. The government is practicing transparency as one of the safeguards of the Maharlika Investment Fund, or MIF, to prevent misuse by any administration. House Speaker Martin Romualdez said lawmakers have adopted various safeguards to achieve the MIF's objectives. Albay's 2nd District Representative Joey Salceda, chairman of the Technical Working Group, also said the third reading version is significantly more transparent and accountable. House Bill 6608, which has been approved for third and final reading, states all documents of the MIF and the Maharlika Investment Corporation, or MIC, the independent body created to manage the fund, shall be open, available, and accessible to the public. Disclosure rules and other relevant regulations shall also apply to the MIC. House Bill 6608 called for the establishment of the MIF to promote economic development by making strategic and profitable investments in key sectors. It also earmarked at least 25% of the net profits of the MIC for social welfare. All local government units are urged to raise awareness on the newly enacted Republic Act No. 11934, or SIM Registration Act. The law aims to combat cybercrimes in the country by requiring users to register their SIM cards. Interior Secretary Benhur Abalos Jr. said an intensive information drive must be carried out at the grassroots level. This is to educate the public and inform them of the requirements and importance of the law. He said this will be of big help to the Philippine National Police and other law enforcement authorities to curb criminal activities such as mobile phishing, text spams, online scams, bank fraud, and identity theft. By December 27, all existing SIM subscribers must submit an accomplished form through database platform or website provided by the telco company within 180 days, or the SIM cards will be deactivated. Those who will register with false or fictitious information will face a penalty of imprisonment of 6 months to 2 years and a fine of 100,000 pesos to 300,000 pesos, while spoofing will be subject to a 6-year jail time or a fine of 200,000 pesos. Malacañang Palace ground is open to the public for the viewing of its Christmas tree and lanterns while attending Simbang Gabi. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. announced the opening of the Malacañang grounds last Friday during the Christmas party for the government workers of the Office of the President. The celebration, called Tara sa Palasyo, allows people from all walks of life to have access to the palace grounds and enjoy the Christmas decorations and sights from December 18 to December 24. It opens at 7 p.m. until 6 a.m. the following day. Those who wish to attend dawn masses there may enter Gate 6 and proceed to the front of Mabini Hall at 4:30 in the morning. Marcos earlier shared his goal of ensuring a joyful and meaningful Christmas for every Filipino. And that is the latest and the biggest stories from the Pna Newsroom. For more news content, visit our webpage or head on to the Philippine News Agency's Facebook and Twitter accounts. We are also shown on the social media pages of the Office of the Press Secretary and on Radio Pilipinas RP1. Stay tuned for more news updates. I am William Theo. We tell stories that inspire change.